This is Tank's Vlog for August 10th, 2017, wrapping up the day in sports. As the weekend arrives, so does the first full weekend of preseason football in the NFL. You know, the NFL preseason has changed over the years. Used to be that the regulars would see more action early in preseason and more action period. But as injury worries have taken place, there's become a certain formula to the preseason. The first game, you might see the regulars in a cameo role. Hi everybody, hi, how's it going? But they won't play much beyond the first few snaps. The second game, you'll see the regulars more. You might see them actually make it to the second quarter. But the game that's most important for the preseason is that third game. It's in the third game, that's when they actually let the starters stay until like the second half. Make that first, maybe see the first series of the first half, second half. And that's really why it's the dress rehearsal game. And in the fourth game, nobody plays. Everyone's ready for the regular season. Nobody cares anymore. The only people out there are people trying to get the last roster spots. So, on to that, we saw the first real action. And the Patriots today, they played. And they lost. Nobody played for the Patriots. Although Roger Goodell was in the stands at Foxborough, trying to hide from the prying eyes of fans. In Chicago, Mitch Trubisky, he had a good debut in his first action for the Bears. And once again, these scores don't matter. Whoever wins, loses in the NFL preseason doesn't matter. The year the Lions went 0-16 in the regular season, they went 4-0 in the preseason. The Dolphins, they even played their first preseason game. But no Jay Cutler to be found. They faced the Falcons. And the Falcons, though, they're in midseason form. How do we know that? Because they blew a fourth quarter lead. But as I said, it doesn't matter. Dolphins won the game 23-20. It just matters how you play in these games and who looks good, who's ready to go for the regular season, and these are just basically dress rehearsals. You'll see more games this weekend, and that's how the season started for football. Baseball today, the Mets got another great start from Jacob deGrom. He's the only thing that's going for the Mets right now. God forbid they ever trade him. God forbid they ever trade him. The Yankees' bats continue to remain comatose as Sonny Gray lost his second start for the Yankees and once again got no run support. Blanked by the Blue Jays 4-0 as they head home for a 3-game series with the rival Red Sox. In the Central Division of the National League, don't look now, but here come the Cardinals. They just won their 6th straight. They just utterly obliterated the Royals over the last 3 days. They just what they did to the Royals basically changed the whole season. The Royals, right now, they're still in the race. They're now 4 games out, back at 57-57. But I think that the Cardinals really exposed them. The only thing that they have going for them is the Indians just couldn't take advantage. So they didn't lose that much ground. But they just utterly just crushed the Royals this weekend. Crushed them into oblivion. They scored 37 runs in those 4 games. Dexter Fowler had the big blow today with a grand slam. Just utterly blew him apart. Today's 3 stars are Jacob deGrom, who went 6 innings, 6 2/3 innings for the Mets before having to exit after getting a line drive off the bicep. Have to be careful there. You have to be safe. Mets did the wise thing for a change. Dexter Fowler, whose grand slam made the difference, and Wade Miley of the Orioles, who had a big game against the A's. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Mets legend Eduardo Alfonso, who turns 44. He's now managing for the Brooklyn Cyclones, and don't be shocked if someday down the line he's managing at Citi Field. He was always a smart player, good guy. Today's birthday shout-out goes to the Fonz. And take a look back at 1982. A guy named Terry Felton. We did a full look back at Barstool Sports. I actually had the opportunity to do a little brief interview with this guy. He's now a sheriff officer down in Baton Rouge, his hometown. And this guy pitched parts of 4 seasons. He went 0-13 in 1982, but for his entire career went 0-16. No pitcher in the history of baseball lost more games without getting a win than Terry Felton. So take a look back at Barstool Sports and at sportsencyclopedia.com, where sports history lives. Good day.